What's the craziest thing you ever saw in school? When I was a freshman, our school had a big problem with a gang. They weren't real gangsters, just kids who acted tough and bullied everyone. Nobody liked them, but we were all scared to stand up to them. If you messed with one, you messed with all of them. Even the teachers and administrators didn't do anything because suspensions didn't matter to them. They didn't care about school. They only showed up because the law said they had to. So they did whatever they wanted, and nobody could stop them. One day, one of the gang members picked a fight with a senior who was in show choir. Let's call him B. B was one of the nicest guys in school, just a regular dude. He didn't start the fight, but when the gang kid tried to bully him, B stood his ground. With just a few punches, he took the guy down. The whole school was shocked. The gang kid was humiliated, which made things worse. Now the whole gang wanted revenge. Instead of getting suspended, nothing happened. The school just ignored it. B became a legend. After that, the gang started harassing him. They yelled at him in the halls, tried to mess with him, and called him names. A few days later, one of the gang's toughest guys challenged B in the cafeteria. He pushed B, who initially acted like he didn't want to fight. But when he pushed him again, big mistake. B stood up and with 2 punches, knocked him down before security could even break the fight up. The cafeteria went silent. No one could believe it. Again, no punishment. At this point, B had beaten 2 of the gang's biggest guys. The rest of them, just followers. They weren't real threats, but there was still one guy left. Let's call him Jay. He was the leader, bigger, stronger, and ready for revenge. Jay would come for B now. It was just a matter of time. A few days later, it finally happened. I was walking to class when I heard Jay yell for B. This was it. B dropped his books and stood there, waiting. Jay was way bigger than him. 4 inches taller, 30 pounds heavier. Jay swung like a drunk wild animal, and B avoided most of the early throws. But Jay landed a lucky solid one that knocked B dead. He popped up immediately, and when Jay went in for the kill, B came through with an uppercut so solid that Jay's head snapped back, and a stream of blood literally splattered across the wall next to him. Jay was down, but when he tried to get back up, he couldn't even stand. He staggered and fell back down. It was over. I stood there right in front and watched the whole thing. The gang was done. Their reputation? Destroyed by a skinny kid from show choir. That was the most insane thing I ever saw in school. And honestly, it was one of the most beautiful things I've ever witnessed in my whole life. Have you ever seen a bully get exactly what they deserved? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe for more real life stories.